Well, red flags such as offshore ownership. Why should we need offshore ownership for care homes within the UK? There's only one reason why there's offshore ownership. It's to make it less transparent so that people can't see where the money's going, and to maximize income for those people who own those private companies.
A recent study found that care homes that or companies that have undergone a debt leverage buyout have an 18% increased risk of bankruptcy. So, when you're applying that to a sector where we have some of the most vulnerable people in society who often have increased risk of morbidity and mortality if you move them between care homes, it's an incredibly difficult and distressing thing to do, particularly for older people with high levels of need, using these sorts of strategies to improve investor returns when actually it's having potentially a very negative impact on kind of physical and emotional well-being of residents is very problematic. What we've done in the last 3 months is a series of really in-depth interviews with care staff working in care homes that have just been taken over by investment firms, and this report will be launched in early April. But effectively, what we find is that these companies are massively negatively impacting the kind of working conditions and quality of care on the ground through squeezing everything that they can get out of every hour of a care worker's time, expanding the remit of their job, reducing overtime pay, not enough breaks.
It sends a message not only to I think potential consumers or service users, but to the staff as well, that the companies actually are doing everything they can to protect themselves from any financial liabilities, etc. So what does that say to staff?
If it looks like a property company, if it acts like a property company, and it sounds like a property company, it probably is a property company and not a care home company. So it feels like a large amount of these large for-profit companies fit into that category, that in effect they're a property business, and that the elders that inhabit their properties seem secondary to that main priority.